Lennox was surprised to hear what the lady said. He realized that mana patterns are like fingerprints. The police inspect the mana pattern with a special device. The lady asked Lennox to tell her why he is in the market. Lennox told her that he came to buy some vegetables. Lennox had actually forgotten that he wanted to buy some vegetables. He was very focused on leaving the market. Lennox asked the lady about what she is doing in the store. He told her that a different woman used to be at the store. The lady was surprised to hear this. She could not believe that Lennox was a customer. She told Lennox that the other woman who works at the store is her employee. She told Lennox that she is the owner of the store. Lennox was surprised to hear this. He asked the lady about how she is able to get her vegetables. The lady told Lennox that she grows the vegetables herself as a hobby. Lennox was surprised to hear this. He asked the lady if she is very rich for her to sell vegetables as a hobby. The woman told Lennox that she is quite rich. Lennox was shocked to hear this. He could not tell if the woman was lying. After carefully looking at the lady, Lennox realized that the young lady was quite beautiful. The lady asked Lennox if he is going to buy something. Lennox told her that he is thinking of what to buy. Immediately he said this. The lady picked up an onion and asked Lennox to buy it. She told Lennox that the onion is good for insomnia. Lennox was surprised to hear this. While looking at Lennox's eye bags, the lady told Lennox that he needs the onion. Lennox told the lady that he will take a few onions and 6 bell pepper. While the lady was packaging Lennox's vegetables, she told Lennox that his mana is very unique. Lennox was shocked to hear this. He did not understand what was going on. With a horrifying mana surrounding her, the lady asked Lennox to tell her why a mage of his caliber is in the market. Lennox did not know what to do. He told the young lady that he does not understand what she is talking about. The lady was surprised to see how unique Lennox's mana pattern was. She was certain that she would remember such a unique mana pattern. She asked Lennox if it is his first time in Valkan City. Lennox became terrified when he heard this. He did not understand how he encountered such a powerful person who could see through his mana pattern. He did not know what to do. While Lennox was thinking, the lady stretched her hand out and asked Lennox to collect his vegetables. She told Lennox that he will be paying 32,000 cells for his groceries. Lennox paid the lady and collected his groceries. As Lennox walked forward, the lady asked him to come to her store again. Lennox became nervous when he heard this. While walking, Lennox turned back to see the lady. Lennox wondered if the lady was able to see his mana pattern due to the barrier around him. Lennox could not believe that the lady was able to read his mana pattern with her eyes. Even the police have to use a device. Lennox knew that there is only 2 ways for the lady to read his mana pattern. The first is that she used a skill that allowed her to read it, while the second is that the lady is a powerful mage. Lennox did not like either of the possibilities. He could not believe that a stranger was able to recognize him. He realized that he needed to pay more attention to his magic. After what happened in the market, Lennox studied magic for days in his hotel room. Lennox made different research in order to improve the efficiency of the common magic which he knew. Unfortunately for Lennox, he was not able to find anything related to inherent magic. As Lennox studied hard, his health worsened. Lennox realized that he needed to get a proper identity and enough money to get better drugs. The scene shifts and we see Lennox at the bar. Lennox told Jenny that he wants to get an identity. Jenny was surprised to hear this. Lennox asked Jenny if she can get him an identity. Jenny told him that she can. She told Lennox that it is quite expensive to get an identity. Lennox asked her for the price. Jenny told Lennox that it will cost him 20 million cells. Lennox was shocked to hear the price. Jenny told Lennox to not be scared. She told him that she has a new job for him. She told Lennox that there is a lot of jobs which a unique mage like him can take. Lennox asked her to tell him the job. Jenny opened a laptop and told Lennox that the current job is a business request. Lennox was surprised to hear this. Jenny told Lennox that business requests pay better than bounties. Jenny told him that bounty jobs are good but business requests are better. She told Lennox that it will be good for him to take the business request. She asked Lennox if he enjoys chasing after criminals for bounty. Lennox told her that he does not. Jenny told Lennox that it will be better for them to speak somewhere else. The scene shifts and we see Lennox and Jenny at a different place. While sitting, Jenny explains the mission to Lennox. She told Lennox that the current requester is targeting Charlotte Corporation's new makeup factory in District 42. Jenny told Lennox that 80% of the factory was constructed with government funding. She told Lennox that the moisturizer which the factory is supposed to make underwent different human testing. Lennox was surprised to hear this. While pinching her face, Jenny told Lennox that Charlotte Corporation is popular for having anti-aging techniques which could even regenerate dead cells. According to Jenny, Charlotte Corporation ripped off a person's face skin in the process of their development. The corporation did this in order to get the best samples. Lennox was surprised to hear this. He told Jenny that the truth about the corporation is already revealed. He asked Jenny if there is still any work for him to do. Jenny told Lennox that Charlotte Corporation will not leave the factory because of a small problem. She told him that the corporation already took the government money. She told Lennox that the corporation does not care about some bad rumors. Jenny told Lennox that their current requester is Veritz Corporation. She revealed to Lennox that Veritz Corporation just got into the makeup business and they want to take care of their competition. Jenny told Lennox that Veritz Corporation has two requests. The first is to break into the factory and steal Charlotte Corporation's makeup manufacturing data. Veritz Corporation is willing to pay 350 million cells for this job. The second job is to destroy the factory beyond repair. Veritz Corporation is willing to pay 50 million cells for this request. Lennox told Jenny that the first job is impossible. Jenny agreed with Lennox. She told him that 350 million cells is not enough to hire someone skilled in both infiltration and hacking. She told Lennox that Veritz Corporation made the request to see if anyone is stupid enough to fall for it. She told Lennox that the real request is for someone to destroy the factory. Lennox told Jenny that he will accept the job. Jenny clapped her hands when she heard this. With a smile on her face, Jenny told Lennox that she will introduce him to a partner that will work with him on the job. Lennox was surprised to hear this. He told Jenny that she never mentioned any partners. Immediately Lennox said this. Someone comes into the room. The person was a man dressed like Deadpool. The man greeted Lennox with a smile on his face. Lennox did not understand what was going on. He did not know how to react to the man's dressing. Jenny introduced the man as Dylan Casey. Dylan took a bold stance as Jenny introduced him. She told Lennox that the man is a mercenary that is affiliated with Antares. She told Lennox that Dylan is famous for being very cheap to hire. Dylan was sad to see how Jenny introduced him. He told Jenny that first impressions matter. He asked Jenny to tell him how Lennox will think of him after hearing such a poor introduction. Jenny told Dylan that Lennox will probably think of him as a crazy masked man. Dylan told Jenny that he is not happy to hear that. Lennox shook hands with Dylan. He told Dylan that he is a lightning mage. Lennox asked Jenny to tell him why he needs a partner. Jenny told Lennox that she chose a partner because the job is too much for one person. Dylan told Lennox that he also wanted to do the job alone. He told Lennox that Jenny wanted to hire one more person. He told Lennox that he has been waiting for him. Immediately Dylan said this. He noticed that Jenny was very angry with him. Lennox told Jenny to inform him about a partner next time. Jenny told Lennox that she will do that. Lennox told Dylan that they will need to divide the money in half since they are now two. Dylan told Lennox that Jenny will also take a little money out of the 50 million cells. Jenny told Dylan that she will not take any money this time. She told him that she made a mistake by not informing Lennox about the partnership. Lennox was surprised to see that Jenny made up for her mistake immediately. Dylan moved close to Jenny. He asked her to tell him what was wrong with her. He reminded her that she loves money. Lennox was happy that Jenny made up for her mistake, but he was not completely convinced that Jenny actually made a mistake. Lennox believed that Jenny made the mistake on purpose in order to test him. While Lennox was thinking, Jenny was beating up Dylan for telling Lennox about the mission. Lennox decided to not think too much about what Jenny was doing. He was certain that he could solve the problem if Jenny ever does something like this again. Lennox was certain that he had the upper hand in their relationship. While Lennox was thinking, Jenny smashes Dylan's head on a table. With a smile on her face, Jenny told Lennox that they should check out the blueprints of the factory. The scene shifts and we are taken to District 42. Valkan City is divided into different districts. The districts start at the lowest number of 59 and end at 0, which is the highest. District 42 is a district that is much better than the 50s districts. The 40s districts have sufficient facilities that can be compared to that of the high-ranking districts. The factory, which is located in District 42, is a good facility that is quite standard. The scene shifts and we see Lennox and Dylan walking to the factory. Dylan told Lennox that Jenny really respects him. He told Lennox that Jenny does not usually let go of money easily. He told Lennox that Jenny really wants to maintain their relationship. He told Lennox that Jenny has never given him a free service. Lennox was surprised to hear what Dylan said. He could not believe that Dylan was listening to him when he was talking to Jenny. Lennox realized that Dylan is the type of guy who hides who he truly is with a flashy appearance. Dylan brought out a card and asked Lennox to take it. Lennox was surprised to see the name card. He asked Dylan to tell him why he gave him a card. Dylan told Lennox that he does not need to work in only one place. Lennox asked Dylan if he is trying to recruit him. Dylan gave Lennox a thumbs up. He told Lennox that it is good to always recruit more mages. While striking an odd pose, Dylan told Lennox that it will be good for him to join their company. He told Lennox that his company has a lot of people who are skilled at using their bodies like him. Dylan told Lennox that he has to keep their conversation a secret from Jenny. Lennox smiled when he heard this. He walked past Dylan and told him that he is a smooth talker. He told Dylan that he will make a choice after seeing how well he works. Dylan told Lennox that he is looking forward to it. In the next scene, we are taken to the corporation's factory. At the factory, we see a small amount of guards patrolling the area. Lennox checks out the factory from a fence. Lennox stepped on Dylan's shoulder in order to check out the factory. Lennox told Dylan that the factory has a sloppy security. While sharpening his knife, Dylan told Lennox that the security is not much because no one would think about messing with a big corporation like Charlotte. He told Lennox that he would never have come for the job if a corporation like Veritz was not involved. Dylan told Lennox that the security troopers are from 888. 888 is a group made up of ex-criminals and thugs. Dylan told Lennox that 888 is the lowest among the security companies. He told Lennox that they do not need to feel guilty if they accidentally kill one of the security. Lennox told Dylan that they need to begin the mission. Before Lennox could walk forward, Dylan asked him to stop. He asked Lennox if he is going to go into the factory with his face exposed. He told Lennox that he needs to hide his identity. Lennox did not understand what Dylan was talking about. Dylan placed his hand into his bag and brought out a funny-looking face mask. He asked Lennox to put on the mask. Lennox turned around and told Dylan that he does not need to hide his identity. Lennox was not worried about his identity because he was already using a fake face. Dylan told Lennox that he cannot go into the factory like that. He told Lennox that it is dangerous to reveal his identity. Lennox told Dylan that he is fine. Dylan told Lennox that he is not okay. He told Lennox that people might try to find him because of Lennox. Upon seeing how worried Dylan was, Lennox decided to use his turtleneck to cover half of his face. Dylan was not happy with Lennox's mask, but he had no choice but to accept it. After settling their mask issue, the two men decided to start the mission. The strategy for the mission was quite simple. Dylan was to break in through the back door and attract attention, while Lennox was to enter the factory through the warehouse and head inside. Lennox is to destroy the factory from within. While the plan was simple, Lennox knew that Dylan could be a problem in the plan. Dylan told Lennox that he will start the mission. Immediately he said this, he ran towards a security guard at a crazy speed. He grabbed the guard by his face and smashed his head on the ground. Lennox was surprised to see this. The other security guard was shocked to see his teammate on the floor. Before the man could do anything, Dylan appeared at his back. He knocked the man out with a punch. After taking care of the two guards, Dylan waved at Lennox and told him that he has taken care of two men. While Dylan was waving, he noticed that someone was hiding behind a truck. The guard who was behind a truck quickly contacted his teammates with his radio. He told his teammates that a suspicious man is in the factory. Immediately the guard said this. Dylan appeared in front of him like a creepy girl in a horror movie. The guard stopped talking. Lennox began to hear the guard scream from the truck. He realized that he should have not have worried about Dylan. Lennox realized that Jenny knows how to find reliable people. Lennox took down his turtleneck and drank some Viper. He decided to also begin his mission. Lennox walked up to the warehouse with his mask on his face. When Lennox arrived at the door, he noticed that it was locked. Lennox placed his hand into his pocket and brought out his laser cutter. Lennox was happy to see that he finally got a chance to use his laser cutter. Lennox used his laser cutter to slice the lock. When Lennox opened the door, he sees a guard in the hallway. The guard was terrified to see Lennox. Although the guard was holding a gun, his body was shaking. With a scared look on his face, the guard asked Lennox to put his hand in the air. Lennox noticed that the guard was a normal guard due to how scared he was. Lennox uses a spell called Nature Sleep on the guard. The moment the spell touched the guard, he began to feel drowsy. Before the guard could take another step, he fell on the floor and slept off. Lennox used this spell because he believed that civilians did not need to get caught up in the explosion. He used a spell called Marionette on the guard. The spell allows Lennox to control the guard like a puppet. Lennox used the spell to move the man out of the factory. After doing this, Lennox walked further inside the factory. He saw some stairs that led to the lower floors of the factory. Before Lennox could take the stairs, he hears some guards chasing after Dylan. Lennox was happy to see that Dylan was doing his job well. He believed that the job will end soon due to how smooth it was going. Unfortunately for Lennox, he does not know that something is waiting for him in the factory. Guys, we have come to the end of our video. If you guys want part 5 of this video, let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button for more recaps. See you guys later.